OD666666's. Oh. Look at my new shirt. Look at that. My buddy Andrew Gillen has a shirt too. I'm a poser. Yep, I'm a poser. Had to get it. I love it. It's great. Look at it. Chud. Chuck. That's Chuck. It's so... God damn it! Alright, got an update for you. I got a bunch of shit, man. I'm so far behind. Yeah, I just want to say hello to everybody. Hi. Oh yeah, go check out Dyslexic Nick's page. He's got some good stuff going on. He's got new he's got a lot of new releases coming out. Suicide Preachers. He's got the Blu-ray of oh god. He's got the Blu-ray of Wrath of Violent Vicar. He's got some posters for sale. All that good shit. Go check him out. I'll leave the link below and all that good shit. Anyway, first off, what I got here, I absolutely love this movie. It took me forever to buy it because it was like pretty high price for a while. It finally went down in price, so I picked it up. This movie's funny as hell. Definitely a must for any cheese, 80s, low budget, just a fun movie, man. Like I love the sense of humor in this movie. It's kind of dry, but it's funny as hell. Like there's this one scene in this movie where this dude he gets a flat tire, and he don't have the right equipment to fix it, so he just gets pissed off and he starts breaking his windows out of his car and shit. And this chick pulls up and she's like, "Hey, do you need a ride?" And he's like, "Sure." And he's all smiles after that, and he gets in the car and they're driving and he's like, I don't know, he's talking to her and he's like, they're just talking and she's like, "Hey, do you want some nitrous?" He's like, "Sure." She just gets a hose from the back and she just has a nitrous tank in her back seat, you know. He's just like sucking on nitrous. I mean, it's just stupid shit like that, but man, God, this movie was so much fun. I can't highly recommend it enough for anybody that likes, you know, shit like this. Andrew, Nick, Ain't the Chosen One. God, there's so many of you guys out there. I don't want to heavy metal Rye, Rich, Ill Will. God, I don't want to start doing shout-outs, but you guys know who you are that love these kind of movies. Go check this one out. Highly recommended. And then this one, man, I got to thank you again, DJ Boy. Danny, man, really hooked me up with this movie. I remember seeing this in the stores, and I was kind of like, oh, another zombie movie, you know. The title was just like The Dead. I was like, there's so many zombie movies out right now. I was kind of skeptical on it. But let me tell you what, this is a damn good movie. Now, this is not a cheese movie. This is a very realistic, serious tone zombie movie. It's like it's a journey movie. It's like these two dudes on a journey to try to get to a certain place. I'm not going to give everything away. They're trying to get to a certain destination, but they got to go through all this shit, you know. They got a car, the car keeps breaking down, it runs out of gas, they got to find gas, they got to get, you know, it's like Milo and Otis, if Milo and Otis were human, and they had zombies coming after them. But, yeah, no, this was a really, really cool movie. The gore effects were beautiful. I know they probably used CGI in this, but I couldn't even tell. Like, it was so well done. And the zombies they use, they're not your typical rotting zombies, but they are slow zombies. They're not running zombies, so that's nice. They look great. You know, the people that actually played the zombies look malnourished, and they had a lot of amputees play the zombies so they could have, you know, zombies walking around without arms or legs, which I thought was really cool. Like I said, the gore is fantastic. It's not a splatter fest or anything like that, but the gore that's in it is great. It's got a lot of zombie gore in there. It's just really well done film, man. I want to thank you again for that one. It's very good. I liked it a lot. And this one, okay. I didn't know what to think about this one, but I seen it in a store. It was $9.96, so I was like, why not? You know, I love the original Mother's Day. I'm very pissed off because they were supposed to re-release that movie, and now it's like on Amazon for like $100 new. I've got it on VHS, but I don't know where it's at, so that pisses me off, but I love the original Mother's Day. Anyway, this is a remake of that, but really, honestly, this movie stands on its own. I don't think, there's a few scenes in there that are from, you know, the original Mother's Day, like, just a couple lines of dialogue. They mentioned Queenie in this movie. You know, some of the, I'm not going to give much away, but some of the death scenes you will notice are straight from the original. But yeah, this is basically a home invasion movie. You know, I'm not going to give you the whole plot, but there's some nice scenes of gore. Like, you know, this isn't a splatterfest or nothing like that, but the scenes of gore are really cool in this movie. It's a really well done movie. Like, I hate to support some of these remakes, but hey, you gotta give it up where credit's due, and they did a damn good job with this movie. I really enjoyed it. Good shit. I recommend you guys go pick it up. For anybody that likes, I don't know, for anybody that likes, like, it's hard to compare with the acting and the professionalism of this movie. I'd say I compare it to, like, it's not the same movie or anything, but if you enjoyed things like, you know, the Last House on the Left remake, which I didn't enjoy that much, but there was parts that were good. But I Spit on Your Grave remake, which was really good. If you like shit like that that's coming out, go check this out. It's pretty brutal, pretty good. It's just a really fun story about human nature and what people will do to live. You know what I mean? What they'll do, they'll step on each other. They'll, you know, it's really good, really well done. But you can't beat Trauma. No. And then Tear for Tom, man. Yeah, my buddy Thomas, man. We were talking about this movie back and forth, but yeah, Zat, I finally picked this up. This is an old, I think it's 70s flick. Really nutty. It was filmed and made in Florida. This movie, this is for anybody that likes old school creature features. This movie is retarded, man. It's a lot of fun. Now, there's not a lot of gore, and the gore in it is pretty bad. But the cool thing about this movie is that the monster's in the movie the whole time. Like, I mean, it doesn't lay up. Like, it's always showing the dude in the rubber suit walking around, and he looks hilarious. I wish there was a picture on him. I mean, that's it. But I wish you could see him. You can go check out the trailer and see what I'm talking about. But no, this movie was pretty entertaining. I did think it ran a little bit too long, but like I said, it's anybody that likes rubber suit monsters and just a totally out there plot that just doesn't, you know, this dude was a Nazi scientist, and you know, he got kicked out of his science classes because he wanted to experiment on humans and this and that, and so he goes and gets revenge on them. And oh man, this movie's just so out there, it's hard to describe. But yeah, if you like rubber suit monster movies, then definitely check this one out. It was pretty fun. This one, I decided to take a chance on this one because I always love that cover art. That cover art is so cool. You gotta love that dude in the back there. Plus, you know, I love Synapse. Synapse just has some really good releases. This is Entrails of a Beautiful Woman. I heard it was better than Entrails of a Virgin. So I decided to pick this one up. You know, the better of the two, I decided to try that one first. Oh god, this movie. Alright, pretty much what it is. It's been a while since, oh yeah. Okay, that's right. Okay, so it's got Yakuza in it. This girl, you know, she gets raped. They pump her full of this drug called Angel Rain, so she'll enjoy the rape. Anyway, basically, it's a lot of, the whole first part of that movie is basically just that. Just these dudes, like, you know, abusing these women. It was mildly, I don't know, some of that was entertaining, some of it was just like, come on, I'm done with this now. But the end of it was pretty damn fun. Like, I mean, it has this creature with this, you know, that's, it's like a human turned inside out, so it's all just, you know, red blood and just a gory mess. It's a hermaphrodite, so it's got a weenie and a vagina. It's got this big wiener with, it's got a mouth on the end of it with teeth, and yeah, oh my god, it's funny. And he actually ends up, it actually ends up eating this dude's head with its vagina. This movie was nutty. I don't know if I can recommend it. Now, for all you people that are into weird Asian cinema, you know, and collectors of that, I'd say go ahead and pick it up, but, yeah, weird one. I don't know. Not real greatly done, but the creature at the end was fun. And then this one, Jay the Stingray, man, my buddy. Uh, he recommended me to. Jesus Christ, he recommended this to me like a long ass time ago, and I just had it on my wish list, and I kept forgetting to pick it up. Finally picked it up. This movie was a lot of cheesy fun. You gotta go check out the trailer if you think you're gonna be into this, because if you want to see a mutant baby, this one's funny as shit. Like, I mean, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, at the very beginning of it surprised me, because there was a scene where this chick goes into a what do you call those places, that a hospital where they Jesus, what is the name of that place where they keep the babies and they pet them and they but yeah, the nurses are taking care of them. So that she sneaks back there where all the babies are, and she just starts busting some cats in them. I thought that was hilarious. Yeah, but yeah, definitely for all cheese lovers of early '90s flicks, check this one out. I haven't seen the first one yet, just because I heard this one was the cheesiest. So yeah, you don't have to see the first one if you watch this one. I mean, this one's it's funny. Then another one I want to talk about is Inseminoid. I've had this one for a while, but I just now ended up watching this. This was actually a decent flick. It's not the greatest it's not the greatest flick. It's not as good as like Galaxy of Terror or Forbidden World or anything like that. But it's not a bad flick. It's a British flick. It's got British actors. It's got American actors in there. What this one's about is basically they're on another planet. I think it's like Jupiter or some shit. Is it it doesn't matter. Whatever, Jupiter, Uranus, whatever. They're on another planet, and they're like digging. They're doing archaeological shit over there, and so they're kind of underground, and they got this sealed off to where they can't breathe the air and blah blah blah. They find this crystal, and this crystal it like blows up and it gets lodged into this guy. This guy it kind of possesses him. He becomes evil. Anyway, this review sucks. But this girl here, this alien takes her to his pad and sticks a tube up her and feeds her his alien semen and impregnates her. She becomes possessed by the alien. She starts going off and killing all the crew members. Eventually she has the alien's babies, which look great. They're so ridiculous. This movie was pretty fun. Like I said, it's not the best movie in the world, but it was pretty fun. I heard, now since this is a British movie, I heard that this was cut a little bit. You can tell in some scenes. It does show gore, don't get me wrong. This movie does have some pretty decent gore in it. It's not a gore fest, but you can tell that they shy away from some of the stuff. They'll show it for a minute, and then it seems like a quick cut, and you can tell some stuff was cut out. And man, I gotta have some sympathy for you guys in the UK, because that sucks what they do to you guys with all these cut movies, and they cut everything all to pieces. I mean, Jesus Christ, man, just show you the blood and the titties and the gore. And then here's another one I just watched that I haven't heard much about. I found this at a Fred's supermarket type store. This movie was pretty cool. Like, I was kind of curious about it. It was cheap, so I picked it up. It's a psychological thriller, which I'm usually not too hardcore into those, but this one was pretty fun. The end of it was kind of left me like, okay, explain it a little bit better. But all in all, I did enjoy this movie. It was pretty cool. What it's about. This dude, at the very beginning of the film, this dude just starts walking into the ocean to drown himself, which is stupid because there's people all on the beach. Like, he's really going to kill himself. Nobody's going to save him. So he does that. Some people save him, of course. They take him, and he goes into a mental hospital. And when he wakes up, he's freaking out. He's got amnesia. Then soon you'll find out that whenever he dreams or has hardcore feelings about anything or gets upset, he can kind of cast his thoughts to other people and make them hallucinate what he's thinking. So let's just say there's this one part where this dude pisses him off, and all of a sudden, it shows the main character punch this guy in the face and it knocks his head off, and the dude's like walking around without a head, and he's like ah, and but whenever the sender comes to, it kind of things go back to normal, but the people are still like, what just happened? I didn't have a head, or I didn't, what was that? It's like it kind of makes them have a nightmare almost, while they're awake, which I thought was kind of a cool idea. But yeah, it doesn't, like I said, it's got some cool it's got some cool nightmare scenes, kind of. Oh God, if you guys have seen this movie, let me know what you think about the part where they give the dude electroshock, the main character, and just people start wigging out and going flying across the room and shit. That cracked me up. That was funny. But yeah, not a bad flick. I'd recommend it. It's pretty cool. Now, a highly recommended movie is this Astron 6 short film collection. This movie is pick this up. Anybody likes my channel, pick this up. I don't think you're going to be disappointed. It's got a lot of short films on here. You don't have to watch them one at a time. You can stick this son of a bitch in, lay down, go to sleep, whatever. It plays all the way through if you want it to. It's got all sorts of shorts on there. They're all really fun. I don't think I disliked any of them. Most of them are kind of, you can tell these guys love 80s movies. I know the whole throwback thing may be getting old sometimes, but I think if somebody can do it right, then all the power to them, because I don't want to see these films die. I don't want to go buy all the 80s movies that, because sometimes I feel like I went and I bought like all the 80s movies I could, and now I can't find anything else, and I'm like, I need to see a good, damn 80s movie. These guys do it right. It's really fun. They spoof off a lot of stuff. They spoof off the old, skin flick comedies, the sex comedies like Spring Break and like Meatballs and stuff like that. They have elements of that in there, with the really corny jokes, really stupid, songs and stuff like that. But then they put their own twist on it. They usually put some gore in there or something like that. And then they spoof, they spoof old Italian zombie flicks. They got some serious, like kind of artistic shorts on there. They got some stop motion animation, which was really cool. They got, it's just all over the place. They made this film. It's kind of like a 1920s film, like it's a silent film. It's in black and white, but they did it like an 80s slasher. It starts out all innocent, and then they take this chick back and go party, and they're like, they start doing all these drugs, and it's funny just to see it like that because it looks like it's really like from the 20s. So it's funny to see it. He's like shooting up heroin and stuff, and it's just balls out. There's a little bit of gore in that one. It's pretty funny. But also, if you click on each individual short film, it'll bring up a menu saying most of them have commentary on each one of them. It'll have some behind-the-scenes features. The commentary is hilarious. These guys seem like they got a really good sense of humor. They're funny. It's pretty cheap. These are the same. Oh yeah, by the way, these are the same. If you don't know, these are the same dudes that are doing Father's Day, which is another one I can't wait to see. I remember my buddy Ill Will was telling me how great that movie is. He got to see a screener of it, and he said it was like excellent. So I can't wait. I already pre-ordered. They got it on pre-order. This big special set. Oh, I can't wait. Then this is one I got. I hate doing this, but I got to warn you guys. I don't think this is going to live up to your expectations. It didn't live up to mine. I really wanted to like this movie. I mean, with a name like Wonton Baby, on the front of the cover, you got a chick getting like a C-section with a baby ripping out of it. You got this corny looking puppet baby, but it just didn't hit the mark. I'm not going to go into it. This video is already 20 minutes long. You guys probably turned off, but it just didn't. I mean, if you can pick it up for super cheap, I'd say go ahead. It's got Debbie Rochon in it and stuff like that, but I don't know. There was a few funny scenes in this movie, but all in all, it was kind of a letdown. But if you want to see a good review on it, go to Mr. Parker's channel and go check it out, because he did a really good review on it. He kind of agreed. He has the same idea as me on that one. And then I got this movie here, Aftermath. I've seen this movie a long time ago, but I just finally picked it up because it went down in price. I'm covered up as Ding Ding. But, yeah, and if you guys didn't know this already, this does have a reversible cover. So if you like that gore cover, go check your Aftermath, because on the other side, that's the, you know, the cover that comes with it. So, yeah, you know, you got this other gore cover. So, yeah, if you got the movie, some people may not know that. I don't know. They might. Also, I was talking to Horrorball, and I haven't got the movie in here. But if you guys have got that Shriek Show set, the one, what is it called? Damn it. It's the, this set here, the Psycho Killer set, and the one with Beyond the Darkness. If you check on that, that's also a reversible cover. It's got the Booyah Omega cover on it. So yeah, you know, he didn't know that, and you know, I didn't know it at first. I just pulled it out one day. I was like, whoa, it's reversible. So just a little tidbit. If you didn't know about that, you might know about that. But anyways, I got a lot more updates coming. I got a lot of stuff. Richard, I'm gonna do my horror room review soon. I'm waiting for 2 posters to come in so I can have it looking special and nice in here. Just for you, man. Just for you. And go check out Spalding069's new Nightmare on Elm Street video. That shit was funny. It cracked me up. Jeez. Go check out Hella Chris OK's. He just did a Frightmare video. Really fun. I don't know what else to say. I'm rambling now, so I'm gonna get off here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be going to see the Screech and Weasel in Atlanta this Friday, the 18th. So if anybody's going to that, let me know. It should be good times. They're playing the Masquerade in Atlanta. But anyway, it's going to be their last show too. So anybody like Screech and Weasel, they're probably not going to tour ever again. They're going to probably end it after this. But anyway, that's it for me. So bye!